Hello everyone. Normally I talk about designer handbags in my collection, but today I'd like to talk about something different. Specifically, how to condition your depressive mood. In other words, how to recover from your depression. In 2014, which is about 8 years ago, I had the experience of uh, treating my depression for about 8 months. In other words, I used 8 months to recover from my depression. But as many people probably have known about it, depression is sometimes a physical condition. Some hormone or the way your own body deals with those chemicals and hormones and in your body. So it's very likely that during some time of your life, depression will come back. And in the year 2020, maybe starting from 2018, due to COVID lockdowns and a lot of restrictions that has been put in our lives, I felt that I kind of feel that kind of depressive mood again. So I've been wanting to treat it, to recover my stability of my emotions. And at the time in 2014, I've written down some points which I use, sort of like my personal guidelines of how I walk out of my depression. And this time I feel that this time the depression takes longer than 8 months. So I'm wondering, what have I done wrong, or what steps have I been missing? Is there anything I have done better than before? And what is the thing that I can still work on to make myself recover from my depression? And before I come into those steps, I'd like to say that seeing a certified doctor to treat your depression is probably a fundamental step that you can do. But it is, of course, not the best way or the only way to do it. You still have to work on a lot of things about your life in order to bring yourself out of those depressive emotions. And so follow the doctor's instruction, follow the doctor's instruction is the first step, I would say. And then if you recover fast, or if you recover step by step, your doctor is very likely to adjust the kind of medication according to your case. So don't worry too much about the dependence or reliance on your medication. Just trust your certified doctor and follow those medication guidelines. However, work on yourself in the other steps. And these 6 steps were what I did last time. Let me tell you what those are and see whether I am still walking on the same track, or taking the right track. The first one will be follow the doctor's instruction about how much medication you need for your case. And the second one, I see. The second one is exercise. At the time during the 8 month, I exercise every day for 30 minutes. I was doing like YouTube. I follow some at the time I wasn't watching YouTube videos. I was using an exercise aerobics DVD. And that way if the weather is bad outside, I don't need to be affected by my exercise routine, by that weather condition. I can follow my exercise routine that way. So I exercise every day. This is probably the key difference of why it is taking me longer time to recover. I'm not as good in following this exercise routine, because at the time I remember I exercise every day, and the doctor also told me to exercise every day, which I failed to do this time. And considering that my body is 8 years older than the time it was, I think I should really work on that. And I did notice that and try to work on it, because now I put my yoga mat directly in my living room, so that it reminds me to go on the mat and exercise for at least 20 minutes a day. And at the time I was doing aerobics, but now I'm doing yoga, which sometimes probably I don't sweat as much. I hope I can do some aerobics to make myself sweat, because I feel that sweating will take out a lot of like bad or negative chemicals in your body. It will probably work better with the treatment of your depression. So I think exercise is probably something I can keep on working. Okay, increase aerobics plus the yoga thing that I'm doing. Okay, and the third point I talk about is sleeping. At the time, I make sure that I had 6 hours of sleep every day, and I think I need more sleep than 6 hours compared with 8 years ago. So this is not a point I'm doing good at the current moment, because I usually sleep for only 5 hours or six the most. Not that I can't sleep, it's just that I need, because now I'm working. I have a full-time job and I need to get up at around like 5:40 or 6 o'clock every day, and I'm still not used to going to bed earlier, because if I'm getting up at around 5:30, then I need to go to bed at around like 10:30 in order to make sure that I have enough sleep. So going to bed early is something I can definitely work on. Okay, so I see that I don't sleep enough. Okay, and the fourth point is to meditate and observe my own breathing. And this is something probably I'm still working on. I'm very lucky because at the time we have a lot of like a lot of like celebrities or some famous people. They are promoting meditation, the positive benefits of meditation, and also breathing techniques. So I think it's still very effective in calming your nerves down. So I think this is what I'm still trying to do, and this is still something I'm doing. So this part is great. And number 5 is to understand that your depression or your fear or your anxiety, all of them are caused in your heart. And your worldview basically results from how you see the world, what your mind creates. So like having the right kind of mindset and keep things in perspective, not telling stories, not buying stories that is superficial. It's very important. And I think for this part, I'm much better than 8 years ago. So yeah, okay. And the sixth point is to use wisdom, mercy, gratitude, and best wishes to treat yourself and the people around you, to say thank you, and to have empathy for other people's difficulties. I think I'm doing much better than 8 years ago on this part as well. Okay. So basically, I think it's probably because the age difference that I'm 8 years older, that my body cannot do not have that kind of energy to exercise more, to take on aerobics. Probably that is one reason. And the other reason is that I need to go to bed earlier, because now that I started my full-time job, I begin to cherish my own time in the evening so much that I don't feel like going to bed at 10:30, but I think I should. Otherwise, I won't have enough time to rest. So, well, after seeing those 6 points that helped me get out of my depression 8 years ago, and reflecting on my own situation now, I think I got the idea that working on your body, working on like sweating more, really has a positive effect on your emotions. It's about balancing your hormone, your chemicals, and your body. So I think if that has become a physical situation, then treating your physical body in a healthier and more active way of interacting with your own body is probably going to be the key to conditioning your depressive mood and even treating or recovering from your depression. Okay, I don't know what's your situation, whether you are your physical and mental stability are always as calm as it should be, but this is how I experience like these days since the COVID thing. And well, I hope everyone is doing great, and it's very likely that next year travel restrictions is going to be lifted, and hopefully I get to travel next year to some like European places. And because this was what I did before COVID, like each time during summer and during some winter holidays, I would go to like closer countries in Asia. So hope you are well. And next time, I don't know, I haven't really bought any designer bags lately. And I don't have anything that I want to buy. But since I started my YouTube channel talking about bags, the bags I'm using for my work recently is this one, because sometimes I rotate. This is a Louis Vuitton bag, and this is epi leather. I think epi leather is very suitable for works and for commute. and it has a zipper, and I add this strap, this short strap to it. Otherwise, it will be a hand carry bag. Okay, I think this is a very like functional and very formal looking bag for work. Ideal bag for work. Okay, so that's it for now. Bye.